Welcome back to my channel. So today I decided to make a video on how to protect your comic books. So there are various ways to protect your comic book, and the first one obviously is if you don't want to protect your comic book, you just have a floppy, whatever, and you read it, whatever, and then just toss it, whatever. You just pack it that way. But if you're like me, I like to take care of the things that I have. So I start off with simple bags and boards. You can get any sort of bags. These are the BCW comic book bags. Nothing too crazy, nothing too fancy. It's 100 bags for like $6, and they have the where is it? Bear with me. There we go. So yeah, looks like this. You got a little board, you got a bag, you slide the bag over the board, and then you put your comic book in it like so. And this is a really good book, by the way. Can't see me. There we go. And then you can tape it down on the back to protect it. And I like to use painter's tape because it's not that sticky and it's easily removed. So that's one way of doing it. Another one for my books that are a little higher value, generally $10, $15 on up, I started to replace the regular bags and boards with thicker Mylar bags, and I like to use the E. Gerber Mylites 2. They're nice and thick with full back boards. So here's a Mylar, and they also make it look really nice and shiny, and it's a much thicker board, as you can see. Much thicker, and those really make a big difference. So here's that same book, except this time it's in a Mylar. As you can see, it is much shinier, and personally I think they're more protected because the board sticks out on the side just past the book, so if it does happen to fall, that the brunt of the force will be taken by the excess board. But as you can see, same book, that's no glare, and there we go. Nice, just presents really well, even for the older books. Here's Eternals number 5. It's a nice book too. Makes it look really nice and clean and crisp, and just makes it look more presentable. So moving on from there, there's another method, top loaders. Nice hard plastic. If you collected baseball cards or any sort of trading cards, you know they have the smaller top loaders as well. But what you do is you take your book and you slide that into the top loader, and then that protects it. And it looks much better that way as well. Here's a book in a top loader. Makes it nice and sturdy. Also works well for like presenting your book. Can you see that? Yeah. Stands it up, prevents it from getting bent up. So that's one way. So here's a couple. See, it's nice and hard, doesn't budge. It's a nice way to display your books too, if you don't wish to get your books graded, which that's the next step. And by the way, I have a table now. So here is an example of a graded book. This is now where you send out a book you send it to a third-party grading company, in this case CGC, and they encapsulate it in a hard plastic frame with all the information on it, and that really protects the book. Personally, I don't have very many of these because it's much greater cost. However, books that really mean something to me, I'll more than likely send out to get graded. I've got a couple out at CGC right now. But these are different ways to protect your investment and your collection, keep it safe so you can hand it down or something. Oh, one more. Let me see. Right up here. This is another way to protect your book and display it at the same time. Comic book frames. Pretty simple. Just open it up and place the comic inside. Currently, this one is for modern books, so I can't really put a modern book with a bag and board inside of this, but it does protect it very well. So yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to ask below in the comment section. And if you found this video helpful, you can also drop me a line down below and say, hey, thanks, been looking for some ideas to protect my collection. But yeah, hope you enjoyed it. If you did, subscribe, hit that like button, hit the notification bell, and check out some of these other videos. Thanks for watching. Bye.